Let's see. Hey y'all, what's going on? I'm hoping to God that this is taping. So y'all know what we in here about. We in here about the Love and Hip Hop Hoes Atlanta. Y'all know my situation. It's good being in here. You know, I guess seeing y'all seeing me, whatever, however. I'm gonna do the best I can do. I do have a piece of candy in my mouth. I don't do that often, but I am very nauseated. Um, and so let's get into it. I'm not gonna talk about everything that went on the shit because I really just have some opinions about some things that I really want to get into. First and foremost, just some folks I want to address on the Love and Hip Hop host. First thing, Hustling, I'm gonna need you to stop calling everybody else in the show to help. And talking about old girl who I called to come on, no dragon, which okay. On the last week's episode, you said I don't talk to the help, but baby, you are the help. Let's get it together, honey. You done Chiquita and did all that. And I do live for, a lot of the things that you do, but this whole thing of trying to down every motherfucking baddie, that don't work with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Calling them the help and this and that and other. That's first. And let me also remind you, honey, that same thing you think she's doing on that couch with him in that studio, you know it's the same motherfucking thing you was doing. So that's why you kind of, unnerved and shit. What I would say to you is either go with what you said you was gonna do and just be about business and not be, lovey-dovey, deal with it. Okay? Okay. So y'all, this week, oh girl, Hustling and Stevie is in the, smoking that hookah or whatever, sitting talking, and she's like, I don't want you to be in the studio with this one and that one, and what was that about, and why did you let her address me, and um all of that, and come to me and all of that, they sitting and talking, but Hustling, I'm sick of you and that. That girl's trying to get on, and she might even really have a talent, from what I'm grasping. Okay? Now, you made you a genre, honey. She's already one, I do believe. Now, with that being said, Stevie, you know your rotten ass to sleep with her, and you trying to get in the studio with her, and you cooking the books and doing some shit with her. So let's just stop with that. But with that being said, Hustling, again, why are you asking him when you know that he's a whoremother? Okay? Moving on along. Okay. Let's go into Bucky. 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 I, it's pathetic how you was sitting there with Mama D, and Mama D, when will you ever go get a cake because they shit is off and this and that and other? Like what? Ooh, Mama D, sit your motherfucking ass down. You get on my damn nerves. So they didn't. She's happy saying that the thing is off, and got Bucky there sitting waiting like, come on, baby. But child, it didn't go the way you thought it was gonna go. He came in there and got Mama D together. Tell, I'm your what? I'm your son. I'm not your daddy. I'm not your man. I'm not none of that. Bucky want to say they go through this all the time. Girl, go somewhere and sit down. And why do you even know they go through this all the time? Anywho, Erica then decided that she wants the engagement and all that to be off because she done found numbers and texts and things. And Scrappy, you up to your old shit. I should just put my motherfucking paws on you. But just so happened that two of my paws is down. Shit, kick you in your ass for the way you acting right now and sitting there and this and that and other. So he kind of got Mama D together. At one point, he decided he was going to go and talk to Father Reverend, which I felt like his dad gave him good advice, and ultimately, in the end, told him the common denominator might be your mama, is that your mama don't need to be in your business. Yes, your mama's your mama, and she's there, but when it comes to your relationship, she's causing a rift. Anywho, and the dad was like, look, why you getting Texas? And he's like, well, once she say that, I just want to see if I say, hey, ain't nobody buying that bullshit. The hell you even say that shit for? Just say that's just in your nature to do, and that's what you gonna do. Just stop it. Now, Erica, I don't blame you for cutting the shit off. Me and you I done kind of got crossways with you because now some people differ with that and said Mama D was right, and she was. But it still has to be some boundaries. That's still his mother at the end of the day. And to jump up and just in that girl, whoever some motherfucker would jump up like they're gonna do anything to my mama, bitch, I would put you in the ground. But we're gonna move forward. Anywho, so okay, so the daddies are talking, and Scrappy said something that, it just kind of resonated with me. He said, I don't know if I'm afraid and womanize and, using man, and I seen my mama do this, that, and other, but everybody's not your mama. Understand that your mama is a unique individual, honey. And you cannot put every woman into that, but it did resonate in me. Because just like they say that girls will look up and try to find a man like their dad, you got to know that the men look at these things too. The young man, as they watch their mothers and things. So watch what the hell you doing with men bouncing in and out, and you doing this and that and other. I'm just saying, that just spoke volumes to me. Although, I believe him in that. That might be the only valid thing he may have said. That other shit was just merely excuses, this and that and other. But it was good to see him be able to go to his dad and his dad communicate with him and talk to him, and share with him and look at that respect somewhat that he had for his dad. So I did appreciate that. So Mona, girl, you did it on that one. Okay, so they have that whole conversation. Now, y'all, okay, let me see. Before I go into this shit that just really stands out, let me make sure that I ain't scaving by some shit that I really should. Let me see. Let's just go ahead and get into what I want to get into. Now, y'all know last week that Miss Mimi decided that she wanted to say she happy she got a man. Okay? And said man is in the industry, apparently getting ready to do a video and blah, 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 and wants her to be in it. K. Michelle's like, well, and Ariel, is that her name or whatever? She's happy for and this and that and other. And, oh, wait a minute. She's happy, well, let me say this. She's happy for and all of that, so they're going to do the video and go. And she wants them to support her. Well, so they're like, okay, good, Now, let me pump my brakes right there, because I do feel like I need to have a moment with Miss Honey Cabbage that is giving, Chris Brown's old DJ or whatever, he needs some money for the shoe store. Baby, I can't take your desperation. I can't. You did that whole speech, I think it was last week, talking about I didn't want to be a baby mama. You chose this. Wait a minute. We're not going to just put that on him because, see, you put the motherfucking cart before the horse, because you could have not gave up the goodie bag. Or if you was giving the goodie bag up, honey, you could at least conceal it. I put some protection on that ass. You allowed yourself to get pregnant because you thought, oh, we're going to have the picture perfect family. Now that shit ain't worked out, you want to control everything. Just like you went to the apartment and he had somebody there. Girl, like he said, it's not like he's lying to you. Y'all not together. What is the point? And you feel like, and I feel like the reason why you giving this money, say what you want to say to your sister, it's because that's a way to hold on to him. Whenever you get ready, honey, that thing between you and him is never going to work. So it is what it is. If you upset about what he have around him, just co-parent. Don't be having businesses, this and that and other, like for real. And all these motherfucking excuses. You want to cry and fight and tell me who can be there. And you did come to his house unannounced. Y'all not together. Get over it. But I'm sure you'll see this video and you'll say, well, people don't know what's going on. What I do know is what I see, and you look at a motherfucking fool to me. And that's my opinion. With that being said, let's move forward, because then you tore the check up, didn't want to give it to him. You going to deal with the business like. So in this new one, y'all going to meet up and interview some women. Now, let me pause for a minute and talk to Brother DJ. Now, first of all, I don't know what you had on your flyer or what you did, your mass tweet or whatever to get the girls in there, but you did nothing but invite the look of. Because I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying? Well, let me say this. Beautiful girls, all three of them. And sometimes people want to say what you're going to baby mama, that just because a woman looks good and she's got this going and these attributes, she got to be quote unquote video hoe. No, not necessarily. Some would say a hoe is one that would lay down with a man without. I'm just going to say what some would say. Now, I ain't saying I agree, but some would say that, honey. Laying down and, having children out of wedlock. So let's don't start pointing fingers, this and that and other. you know, because they looked a certain kind of way, or however, because she was pressed and nervous because they came in there looking right. Now, I will say this, yes, they was flirting boots with him, but they trying to get a job, baby. They trying to get a come up. You know what it is. So I didn't see anything totally out of the ordinary that they done, but I will say this to baby daddy, like, you did not think about the whole aspect of who's going to run the rest of who's going to do this and that and other. And knowing that this crazy ass, clingy ass baby mama of yours that is still in love with you and desperate than a motherfucker to be with you and control everything around you, you might not should have invited them there. With that being said, let me speak to the ones that came. But I want to say, why did y'all come out with the midriff and the kaboom and you know what, this cow, coochie, ass, titty? You know what I mean? Why did y'all come with that dressed that way? But then I have to backtrack and say that to the baby mama, that you don't know what he put on the flyer or the wanted ad or whatever to get them there. He might have said, this is the type we're looking for, and come dress sexy or whatever. So I can't shade them on that, nor can you. And then you sit there and she was like, I've been in the video, and then you're going to say, don't they call them hoes? Like, girl, sit your ass down. That's when she should have just said, you know what, I'm not going to get this job, but this hoe going to slap a muzzle on your ass because you will never sit there. And I will say kudos to old girl who sit there and let you call her a hoe, because you wouldn't have called me none. And sat there, girl, boo, sit down. And then you look desperate. You look stupid. That was like she's a hater. You look like a hater. All of that. Everything they said, you looked like it. You know what I'm saying? And then judging them like they, because of the way they dress, they don't have an education, or they don't have this and that and other. Sit down. Looks does not constitute how your mind runs or whether you educated or not. My motherfucking cousin is built like a brick shithouse, honey, can rob half the women that I've seen. Very intelligent. Almost all my cousins. You know what I mean? So how you gonna look? And they bringing the booty, the pain, the hips, the ass, and everything. But very intelligent. So you just going to clock their tea and say, look that way. Like, let's sit down. And like she asked you, I got a degree, what you got? Then you slip your shoes off and this and that and another. Girl, that slipping your shoe off play don't mean shit unless you follow through. And you didn't until after you seen them leaving. Now, had I been old girl, I'd have been like, okay, we can get our shoes off. Honey. What, we getting pedicures? Are you getting your motherfucking ass kicked? Whichever's clever. Ooh, y'all can't stand her. So she don't want to give up the check yet again. Now, let's move on along to the climax of the shit, which we've already said that Miss Mimi got a new man. Now, Miss Mimi that had them to come, and they came, and she's getting prepared, and K. Michelle and your girls coming. And Miss, honey, is it Ariel, whatever? Y'all, she is absolutely gorgeous. I think her face is always flawless. Love her look, her style. She just does it. You know, and K. Michelle, they come in and they keep coming to support Mimi. When they get in there, here come the phones and, oh, is he in it? Come to find out, whoever old dude is, he apparently is, and K. Michelle, we're not going to call every man gay. I mean, you know, but, you know, some of us, yeah, okay, I'm not going to get into that because I don't have it in me, nor do I feel well enough to even argue with motherfuckers telling me, you know, about that. But I will say this, the motherfucking truth is out there on the dude that you're talking about or whatever. It is what it is. With that being said, Mimi, I'm going to have to go ahead and say, yeah, you're going to need to check your man too. But you know, it is what it is, honey. Do the damn law if that's what you do. If that's what you like and you ain't got no problem with it, then K. Michelle ought to sit her ass down. You know, and K. Michelle, let's not act like you ain't bumped a little cuckoo because you know you have. Okay, Dad, be careful. I love you. Okay, you done bumped some cuckoo, girl? Y'all got me a little quiet, my dad. You know you done bumped a little cuckoo. Anywho, so, okay, so you talking about he gay and this and that and another, and oh girl, Ariel's like, well, yeah, he is. And apparently Mimi done seen some things too, but she's like, but he hasn't acted like that around me. He ain't had number bad girls around him, this and that and other. But of course Mimi would because she was with Stevie, and sometimes Stevie like a little extra. But we'll talk to Austin about that. Moving on along. So, okay, she's getting ready. they, you know, they talking, and here come the dudes here, and they apparently at the door. Mona, you had it set up so nicely for them to come in. You know, you were scripted, set up a scene. You setting up scene, or that's all you are, honey. I can't. Anywho, so they apparently done heard it. So they gonna go out. They done got Mimi in this kitchen cat frog skin jacket and these jeans. Hair looks fabulous. Face looks fabulous. So here they come. Here they come gonna attack Miss K. Michelle for what she said. Oh, dude, you know, comes to Mimi as like if somebody said something, which I don't even know what he was saying. It was really irrelevant. And earlier was like, y'all not gonna attack her, which is what you did. Like, what is this whole thing about with the men attacking the women? Like, it's whatever. Some folks gonna say, when can a man say something to a woman? When, you know, I don't even want to go through that with y'all. In my opinion, they came and attacked her. Now, whatever your opinion is, drop that shit below, do a video, and, you know, we'll agree to disagree. Okay. So, have a good day, Brittany. Brittany going to work. Well, good night. Anywho, so he's like saying what he's saying, and he's like, don't say, you know, you don't know, and bad mouthing. And K. Michelle's kind of looking like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I can tell, even though K. Michelle runs it, she feels a little threatened by these big ass men. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they could break her off, you know. So then Mimi's man comes and is like, we only want you to stay, and you've been saying this, he's attacking him, this and that, and other. And I'm like, and Ariel's trying to get him, and finally, y'all already knew it wasn't going to be long before K. Michelle was going to say, y'all both, you know, suspect, and now K. Michelle is calling Mimi's man gay, which is going to be a problem, which ultimately in the end is what gets Mimi slapped in her face. Okay. So, oh, y'all, my wig done slid back. Okay. So, Ariel tries to go in and try to get the shit to calm down, and she's like, y'all wrong, why y'all attack her? And I'm trying to figure out, and at one point the brother was like, end your career. You ain't gonna end shit in there, sitting in there looking like you looking for the weight room. What the fuck you have on? And you know you was out and talking about, I'm gonna be in my towel and this and that and other. What you said. Okay, I don't know if you're pitching, you're catching, or you playing both motherfucking fields. But you know your motherfucking ass is rotten and wrong. And with that being said, Mimi's boyfriend, y'all living together and this and that and the other, go somewhere and sit down, honey. It just so happened that K. Michelle just kind of told your dirt. And what's so funny is that all three of the women collectively knew the situation and how you was, but you wanted to come in there and defend yourself because your booty dirt was out there. Now, y'all just pay me for dust on that because he just pissed me off, and I did not like the way that they tried to attack her. Now, it is evidence out there about you. Now, Mimi's man, I haven't quite found the evidence, but, oh, dude, it's plenty of evidence out there about you, where it's no discrepancy, where nobody can come on the video and say that's just what somebody said, or maybe it was in a park and there's I don't want to hear it, honey. It is out there on your ass. And you know what? I feel the need to just pull it together. Well, y'all, we'll get to that. Y'all be watching the Much Love Facebook page, okay? That's what I'm going to say. So they attack K. Michelle's out there. Here come Mimi in because she see them arguing. She's getting all mad, and she has the nerve to yell at Ariel, and Ariel's like, hold up. And I was like, yes, bitch, you better get her together and let her know I don't know who you think you're pranking your face and raising your voice at, honey, because I would have snatched Miss Mimi. And Miss Mimi, all that motherfucking yelling and shit, and it's about me, and I'm doing it every time, and all of that. Sit your motherfucking ass down. You, girl, every time you do that, I can always tell your ass is on something. Now, I won't give up your full tea and say what you own, but you own something. Anywho, so we're going to see how this plays out, y'all. This ushers in the whole thing that's going on with K. Michelle and her, and, you know, it being done and over with, and K. Michelle leaving, and which I don't blame her. But this whole thing about men coming for her, ooh, y'all just tell me, and we can agree to disagree. Do you feel like they attacked her? That's all I want to ask. That's what I want to ask. And let me also ask some stuff in here. Let me ask this whole thing that's going on with Carly Red from last week and what was said in Hopseline and her getting up, and, you know, Carly Red, you was completely out of pocket. Like, why are you bringing it up? What was the point of that, boo? Like, I'm not, and I told y'all that I felt like something was going on with it now. It may not be the Hosseline had nothing to do with, but with Benzino, how it was, like he wants a piece of that pie. You know what I'm saying? Or something. But somehow there was a movie finally playing. I don't know how it went. But so now Benzino and Kirk are trying to get together. Now, I didn't even bring it up, and we'll go ahead and talk about Rashida, and she's pregnant, but we know this. She went on and had it checked out. Come to find out she's pregnant. Kirk ain't feeling it, honey. Right now, there must be a little cash strap. He's wanting to do this song with Benzino to make a little money. She's like, listen, this may not be the right thing to do for my image or whatever. Kirk, I have never wanted to take somebody's Adam apple and make it into a pie, because the way you acting with her while she's pregnant and this whole thing going on, honey, you are trying it. And don't be so motherfucking desperate, honey. Lean to something else. If y'all been doing it and been pulling together and making it out of that without doing this kind of stuff with Benzino and all of that, why even go to that? And then you telling her that, you need to get rid of the baby and all that stuff. Oh, Frost, I'm ready to slap fire at your ass. Now, that's it. Because you could handle that shit a little bit better. And with that being said, she wasn't in that bed by herself. But I will say to you, Miss Rashida, yes, y'all married. You know your financial standing. Maybe y'all shouldn't have been in there doing the goody boo without some type of protection or something. Or who knows? Maybe the condom broke. Maybe the birth control. However, but a baby's coming. But the way he's acting, y'all, he done worked my nerves. Shit, and now him and Benzino doing this song, and they getting at Stevie because they done fell out and shit because of this Hosseline stuff, and he done hollered bros before hoes and this and all this. Honey, Hosseline must be slanging that. Plus, she don't mind topping either. So I'm gonna leave on that note because I've even said too much. Y'all, that's pretty much how I feel about it. That's what stood out to me. Y'all bear with me. I'm going to try to get back to myself and get in here and do, the videos. I do need to talk about Married to Medicine, but I'm going to do, I was going to just kind of add it in this, but I'm going to do a separate video because Married to Medicine, the review, honey, the review shit. The reunion, oh, honey. First of all, I might have to talk about it. Let's talk about it, y'all. Y'all, I get nauseated. And y'all, here's I told y'all, got to get shit at home. Y'all be so scared this thing gonna get hooked to something I want to do. Okay. So they're having a reunion, and I'm just gonna throw some things out there that stood out to me, but I'm really I was really gonna try to do them together after the mother had been on, and I don't see the need. Why are they doing a 2-part? How many shows was it? Like Ashley was saying that Ashley Miller, y'all heard me mention her, on Twitter was saying, why are they doing 2 parts and they only had like 6 or 7 episodes or something like that? Why are you doing it? Anywho, let me go into, no, I can't. This needs its own separate video. I can't do it. I have to give this its own separate video because in the room I got some notes because I was all in on this one. And really got some shit I want to say. So I'm going to do it separate from this. Bear with me. I'll try to get that up for y'all tomorrow. The nurse will be here tomorrow and stuff like that. What else? I'm going to come back in here with some random shit because I'm still trying to keep it moving. I don't want the things to try to get you down to think that I'm going to, totally stop my role. I got to still, move forward, and you can't let the enemy win. You have to keep trying to do what you're doing. So I do have some things I want to share with y'all, some to get rid of the last little pieces that I have that I'm getting ready to get rid of and sell dirt cheap. So be looking for this video coming up next. Just going to be random and sharing that with y'all. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get Married to Medicine up for y'all tomorrow after the nurse leaves and everything. Again, thank you to y'all who have been praying for me, and I appreciate it and hold me up, and please continue to pray because this right here, honey, is an uphill battle, I think. You know what I mean? Like, it has really, like, kind of taken a toll on me. if I can, you know, say that. I don't want it to ever be like I'm giving up, anything like that, but it has taken a toll. So I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Leave it below. Sorry if I wasn't as animated as y'all wanted me to be, but you know, I got to do me regardless, and this is the way I'm feeling. But I do thank God that I was able to get on here and at least get a video up, because I miss doing my videos and talking to y'all and y'all commenting and telling me, you know, and all of that. So I'm out of here, y'all. Leave it below. Do a video response, please. If you make videos, please share it with me. All right. Much love.